Okay, today we're going to be writing a math story, and you can find this sheet will actually be a different picture for your sheet, and this math vocabulary sheet all on Google Classroom. These two things will be found on Google Classroom. Um, and I just want to show you a little bit on how to do it. So right up here for your name, I'm just going to put in example. Okay. So first thing I want you to do, I want you to just look at the picture that you were given. I noticed a few things in this picture. I noticed there's a cubby, sort of where the kids put their backpacks. I see two backpacks here and a lunchbox. I noticed that there are two kids standing, probably somewhere right at the door. They have their books in their hands, they have their backpacks. And then if you notice, there's a clock up here. Now, we can see that the hour hand is right at 9 o'clock. So we know that it's 9 o'clock, but do we think it's at night or in the morning? Well, if we really think about it, 9 o'clock at night would be more of your bedtime, but 9 o'clock in the morning would be right when you are showing up to school. So we're going to assume that these kids just got to school. And they're about to put their backpacks down. They're just now coming in. So we're going to write a math story about some of the things that we've observed. And of course, there could be a million different ways to write this, but this is just my example. And then you can do the same on the picture that I give you. So since we know that it's the morning, we're going to say one morning. Remember to use our lines correctly. Lowercase under the at school. Make sure you have room to write. School. So how many students have walked in? 2. Remember, you use your number words up here. 2. 2 students walked in with their backpacks. Okay, now so that's just the first part of it. One morning at school, 2 students walked in with their backpacks. Okay, but we already know that there were already 2 backpacks in the cubbies. So one morning at school, 2 students walked in with their backpacks. 2 backpacks. I'm going to abbreviate to packs just so we can save some line. 2 packs were already there. So the first sentence is about something we see. The second sentence is about something else we see, and now we're going to put them together. Now, you can probably, when you're not filming having to write, use your lines better and not run out of space, but I'm just going to keep going on the bottom. 2 packs were already put up. The last sentence is just going to be a statement. How many backpacks are there? To finish off our story, our math story, there are now, there are 4, remember use our number words, 4 backpacks. Okay, so it's as simple as that. We used what we saw in the picture and we wrote a story. Now, something to kind of wrap this up, because we wrote a story, that we can also write the equation to the story. The equation would just look like, what are we doing? Are we adding? Are we subtracting? Basically, those are the two things that I would only expect y'all to be doing: adding or subtracting. Are you taking away? Are you adding? What did you observe? So on the side here at the bottom, you can just write your equation there. And this is when we can write the actual numbers out and not the words. So I had 2 backpacks were already in the cubbies. And then I added, because those 2 kids walked in, 2 more backpacks. And then we realized, once we counted, that meant there were 4 backpacks left. So in this story, we wrote out a story for the equation 2 plus 2 equals 4. So be creative, use everything you see in the picture, look through some of those words: size, weight, comparing things, where are the things that you see, the location, what time is it, and write me a math story. And of course, you can go on to the back if you want to do a different one for the same picture, whatever you want to do. And then you can turn it back in, even if it's on a different piece of paper, that's fine if you couldn't print out this piece of paper. And then you can just turn it in on Google Classroom. Thank you.